On the 1st of March 1936, in Syria, a new government is formed under the former Minister of Justice Atta al-Ayoubi. Louis Companys, a Catalonian politician, is freed and the Catalonian government resigns. The French parliament votes for a pact with the Soviet Union, which I think I've mentioned before. It happened somewhere around this time, like various sources reported on different days. Anyway. Then there were legislative elections held in Argentina. Unfortunately, Chainsaw Man was not born yet. The National Democratic Party remained the largest faction with 55 of 158 seats. The German Minister of Postal Affairs, Paul Freiherr von Eltz-Rübenach, opened the first video phone conversation. Whoa, that's crazy. And then the SS California strike began in San Pedro, California. Quite a lot of facts today. On the first day of the month, which is also the day, then we're going to go over the state of the nation, so to speak, of the Reich. So yeah, the state of the nation. What is the state of the nation? Well, we are working on the 4-year plan, which is going well. We're almost there. 10 more days. Then decisions. We don't have many decisions we need to take, really. We are waiting to get 150 political power so we can gain political power even faster. Is really the gist of it. We're not going to do the Gateway to Europe stuff because I don't think that's going to work in historical. Intelligence agencies, though. I've had a number of comments and suggestions on what to do. So I should probably first form a department of some description. And then get the bad word pills. The pills. Just get the pills. So I think what I'm going to do to start out is form one of these departments. Because they only cost 5 civs. And I do want my civs to keep working on construction as much as possible. So this one, yeah, we'll get its construction speed halved again in Sachsen. But that's all completely fine. So yeah, we're gonna go for the army department, I think. Always good to have a little bit more information on the enemy army. As for research, we are still chugging along with the first set of researches that we selected. Electronic mechanical engineering, very nice. It's going to be finished in 40 days. Yeah, on the market, we still only have the Japanese selling some trucks and convoys. Then, trade-wise, we are completely good. No need to import anything else. We are already importing some rubber from Siam. Do we need that? Yeah, we probably do. We probably do. Construction, yeah, we already looked at that. Our production is going quite well. We are reinforcing a little bit. We do need to be making a couple more tanks. May want to put more on that. Then we have recruit and deploy. We are recruiting these 2 troops, which is very nice. I could train a couple extra of these cavalry regiments, because they cost barely anything. And then I will be able to basically spam out a lot of manpower. Because right now in the field we have 269,000 men, but some of these focuses that you kind of want to get quite early, like Anschluss, require you to have 500,000 men in the field. And more than 40,000 infantry equipment in the army, actually. So, let me check our logistics. We have only 877 infantry equipment in surplus right now. One normal infantry regiment requires like 910 infantry equipment. Whereas this one only requires 520, but it's only half the manpower as well. So yeah, what to do? We basically need like 22 more of these. I'm gonna add at least one, because we have the guns for that. I think I'm just gonna start actually bumping out infantry. I think it will be fine. And I might even increase their width later, and then we could get a lot more manpower in the field in one go if I change all those divisions over. I will definitely swap out some of these for like artillery and stuff. I can't actually. I need to add more stuff. Add a new row. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot of army experience before we do anything like that. Anyway, and then for the officer corps, of course, we have nothing yet. I've never done anything with this page in my life. I don't know what to do. Oh, but it does have some nice stats here. Like max planning. Division speed, okay. But a spirit of the academy, yeah. I don't know what any of this is, really. Preferred tactics, yeah. No idea. No idea what to do with that. Anyway, let's return to the front. It's been a while since I played. I recorded the last like 10 or so days in a row. I think we're walking around here with the infantry, which is going to take quite a long time still. And then we're trying to encircle these guys over here. So I think I'm just going to roll the time now. Also, I do think we have some new bombers coming in, don't we? Strap bombers? Oh, have they already arrived? Oh no, not yet. These guys are almost back. That's what it is. Very almost back. Wow. Look at that. Yeah, they have now arrived. So let's send a tactical bomber wing. These guys. Oh, you, by the way, can start doing pilot exercises again. Wait a second. I probably just have to wait a little bit more. Standing by. Ah, yeah, there we go. Pilot exercises. Then these tactical bombers, the KG-1 Hindenburg air wing. We're gonna come over here. Is what you're gonna do. In the meantime, our tank is doing fine against these guys. Looks like. Losing some organization though. It might be better to wait a little bit. Stop this fight for a second while and regain some organization, you know, while this guy is walking here. And then we can attack more powerfully. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that. We're gonna wait here, restore some organization, and then when the infantry arrives here, we'll do a pincer attack. We'll lock them up, encircle them, and destroy them. That's the idea. On the 2nd of March 1936, the League of Nations Committee of 18 met in Geneva to renew discussions on expanding sanctions against Italy to include an oil embargo. France was opposed to the idea, believing it would not work and would only result in Italy quitting the League. The meeting adjourned with another agreement to make the last diplomatic attempt to bring about peace. Then the Dominican Republic National Police was formed. German wrestler Dick Chicat defeated Dano O'Mahony by submission at Madison Square Garden to win the National Wrestling Association World Heavyweight Championship. That's a whole mouthful. And that's about it for my facts for today. So let's return to the front. Yesterday we went over the entire nation, so there's not much to say about that. Our infantry should be moving today. So that's nice. They're gonna arrive here probably in a couple hours. No. 5 hours, 4 hours. Okay, so at night. And then they're gonna keep moving here so we can do our little pincer move, which will be only easier if this guy leaves. We might even be able to do an even greater pincer move if Italy wins here, which it looks like they're winning. Although we don't really have data on that. Oh, well. Meanwhile, the Italians are also securing this front here, so that's nice. Oh yeah, our infantry did move one tile. Very, very good. And it will only be 20 more hours until they move to the next one, so that's good. On the 3rd of March, 1936, the German Minister of Economic Affairs, Hjalmar Schacht, expresses his concerns about German foreign politics. He fears that the German foreign politics are kind of stimulating a situation or supporting a situation in which Germany is being encroached upon by enemy countries, right? Is what he says. Luis Companys, the Catalonian politician who was freed from jail only 2 days ago, becomes the president of the Generalitat of Catalonia. Yes, very good. The League of Nations officially requests that Italy and Abyssinia cease their hostilities. Then there was a naval conference in London, and the United Kingdom and France agree on the size of their warships, right? The maximum size. And then the government in China reveals their military plans, and one of these is to reintroduce conscription. Very good. What else do we have? Oh, yeah. The Italian government had the 4 largest banks in the country declared public banks. So they were basically nationalized, in a way, I imagine. Always nice when they nationalize the banks. Anyway, let's return to the front. I kind of want to check if my airplanes are still in the air, which they should be. But where? They're still above the Western Balkans, so it's gonna be a little while before the strategic bombers arrive. But that's fine, we have our close air support here. Yeah, it's all good, really. Maybe our close air support should be actually flying above this area for now. Because that's where we're gonna be fighting. Very, very soon. Let's see how our tank is doing. We have only half fuel, and we're lacking a little bit of organization. We're not in a good supply zone, but that's fine. Our infantry is going to arrive here today, and then we're going to attack this tile to try and lock up this soldier, the division. And then we can destroy him. So that should be good. It looks like Italy actually pushed into Ausa here. They are now moving, which is very, very nice to see. Six hours. 5 hours. One. And go. Okay. 8 in the morning. We have 4 hours left. And we're gonna send both of these guys in here. There, that should be nice. Looks like this guy's also retreating, which is a shame. That means we're not gonna get the encirclement. But we're still attacking these guys from 2 sides on this mountain province. We're very close to Addis Ababa as well. So, all things considered, it's not so bad. Yeah, 1 more hour. And yeah, that's it. On the 4th of March 1936, a British Red Cross ambulance was bombed by Italian warplanes on the Koram Plain in Ethiopia, thereby killing 7 patients. The espionage trial of Herman Goertz began in the Old Bailey, which sounds like it's somewhere in the UK. And the airship LZ-129 Hindenburg had its first flight. And the SS California strike ended when the Secretary of Labor Finances Perkins agreed to arrange a grievance hearing and guaranteed the strikers they would face no reprisals. In Germany, some church magazines that are slightly too political for the NSDAP are deemed political magazines, and therefore they have to fall under the jurisdiction of a certain oversight committee, redactor, whatever, in Germany. Oh yeah, then the Commission Burlet in Belgium declares that on the other side of the Rhine there's 30,000 Germans, whereas the Treaty of Locarno has decreed that there are only allowed to be 8,000-ish soldiers. But these Germans are all like different commissions of the Arbeitsdienst, and they're police officers and like paramilitary groups. So they're kind of like messing with that a little bit. Then the exchange rate of the Russian ruble is determined to be 3 French francs, which is interesting. In Sweden, the ratification of the 40-hour work week is rejected by Parliament. And the governments of the Netherlands and Germany agree that Dutch Jews that live in Germany can repatriate to the Netherlands and can take quite a sum of money with them, about 15,000 to 20,000 Rijksmark per family. Some of these are horrible to translate from other wiki pages. I read the wiki in a bunch of different languages, but some of these facts are just very horrible to translate into English. Anyway, let's return to the front, where we are currently doing our nice little pincer move on these three divisions here. But let's look at that combat. I do think we have a significant advantage. We are currently using the shock tactic, and they are using defend. So that's good. It's probably gonna take a few days for this fight to end, but some of these enemies have very low organization already. Hopefully the Italians will come help us out. Hey, Italian tank. Very nice. And there we go. On the 5th of March, 1936, the 8th Academy Awards were held in Los Angeles, where Mutiny on the Bounty won Best Picture. In other news, the Supermarine Spitfire, which I believe is an English fighter plane, had its first flight. I can still talk, don't worry. Then Abyssinia accepts the call of the League of Nations for peace talks with Italy. And the British ambulances in Abyssinia are bombed again. And the British government protests. In fact, they are bombed up to 3 times in the period between the 5th and 8th of March. After the bombing on the 4th or 3rd of March. Yeah. Anyway. Let's continue the fight on the front. See how it goes. Only a couple days left until we have completed the 4-year plan. Looks like Ethiopia is going to try to take this tile back. But I can live with that. Now Italy is coming in to defend it. Interesting enough. Alright. On the 6th of March 1936, Adolf Hitler summoned the Reichstag for Saturday at noon. International speculation abounded as to what the purpose of the session might be, as all that was announced for the agenda was acceptance of a declaration of the German government. Meanwhile, Yugoslavian Prime Minister Milan Stojadinovic survived an assassination attempt when a Macedonian deputy shot at him on the floor of the chamber. Stojadinovic was unhurt as another deputy struck the assailant's arm and caused the shots to go wild. Very good. Then, in an interview done by Roy Howard, Stalin says a couple of things. He says that if Japan would invade Mongolia, the Soviet Union would help Mongolia. He said that Germany has plans to attack the Soviet Union, and that Germany will easily be able to find countries that will be willing to let the German troops pass to the Russian border. And he says that compared to the threats of Germany and Japan, the conflict between Italy and Abyssinia are not very important. Then the Vatican protests to Germany about the fact that they are no longer allowing all religious publications, because some of them were kind of like put under control, government control, because they were a bit too political. I talked about that a couple days ago. And then the Belgian-French military treaty of 1920 is replaced by a new treaty. That was a lot of facts for one day. Let's return to the front. We are still in the middle of this pincer move here, and I feel like it's gonna take a bit longer still. I want to check where those airplanes are. Some of them are on their way. They're above Egypt now, so they might arrive today, actually. Let's see what happens when we roll the time. I think they will. I think they will. Alright, so
night falls upon the front as we continue to hammer down on these Ethiopians. Oh, I need to click on the bubble. Very good. Looks like we are almost kicking this guy out. And I think I said the same thing yesterday. Ooh, they just added another guy to the front. Out of reserves. Ooh, some planes. I should almost be here, no? No. Please arrive. That would be nice. And they did not arrive yet. Let's check where they are. They are now above the Upper Nile, but I think tomorrow they will definitely arrive. So, yeah. We'll see tomorrow what we do with them. On the 7th of March, 1936, Germany cancelled the Treaty of Locarno and went for the military reoccupation of the Rhineland. Which is funny because in the game, even if you go immediately for the Rhineland focus, you cannot do it by the 7th of March. You'll have to wait 4 more days after that, till the 11th. Then, the Reichstag will be dissolved on the 28th of March. And on the 29th of March, there will be new elections in Germany. And Jews will not have voting power, or not have the right to vote. So let's return to the front, where our airplanes should finally arrive today. Let's check out the supply map for a second. Yeah, we are attacking from this very low supply province here, which is not great. Please arrive. Strategic bombers. They were just over the Upper Nile yesterday. Ooh, it looks like we lost a plane there. Ah, there they are. Okay, let's have them stop doing pilot exercises. Let's have them do tactical bombers. I think we're just also going to let them do close air support. And we're going to send them here as well. Both of these planes, actually. Oh, no. Actually, both of them here. That's fine. Yeah. So now we should have some more air support, which is very nice. And the battle continues without much progress.
On the 8th of March 1936, France and Belgium appealed to the League of Nations to convene in order to discuss the German revocation of the Treaty of Locarno and also their violation of the Treaty of Versailles by remilitarizing the Rhineland, of course. Then Spanish army officers, including Emilio Mola and Francisco Franco, held a secret meeting in Madrid to discuss launching a coup against the government, and the International Radio of Serbia was launched. In Yugoslavia, presumably. Alright, and back to the front. We are still waiting on this one fight. I was thinking, I have a question, really. Can I use these tactical bombers to do strategic bombing here and cut off their supply? Or are they too close? Right, because they're right there, their supply hub. I don't know. I don't know the answer. Oh, looks like Italy is moving in this direction as well. Anyway, we are rolling the time. Let's have a close look at this combat, which continues as night falls. It's like only 19 of our planes are currently doing something. This one troop is now down to 2.2. It's going very, very slowly. I think we'll take several more days. 2.0, yeah. There's several more. Oh, suddenly we have a much higher advantage. 1.7. So yeah, that is going very well. Maybe Italy came in to help. That would be nice. 69. Nice. 70. And with that, that was the 8th of March. On the 9th of March, 1936, a Monday, British Foreign Secretary Anthony Eden told the House of Commons that Germany's actions have profoundly shaken confidence in any engagement into which the government of Germany may in future enter, but said there was no reason to suppose that the present German action implies a threat of hostilities. Koki Hirota became the 32nd Prime Minister of Japan. Let's see if he is in charge. No, it's Hirohito. And Hermann Goertz was sentenced to 4 years in prison for espionage. Then the Italian High Command in Abyssinia officially decides for a temporary armistice or like a truce with Abyssinia until Italy could respond to the League of Nations. But in reality, fighting simply continued. And in our reality, there's German volunteers on the front line as well. So let's go see how they are doing. Also in our reality, the Rhineland is not remilitarized yet. That will be quite a while yet. Yeah, so yesterday this started kind of speeding up. We've kicked out the first of these 4 divisions. That's very nice. Yeah. Look at all these planes coming in. Boom, 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 boom. And that in the middle of the night. 44 of them, allegedly. Let's see how the other troops are doing. These guys will arrive in 5 days and 18 hours. We don't know when these guys will arrive. So, 5 days is quite a long time, though. I think maybe the Ethiopians will show up before our friends here. But once we've kicked these guys back, it would be nice to take this province and then straight to Addis Ababa. In the south, they are also pushing. I don't think this war will last that much longer. Oh, I went a few hours too far. Oh well. That's the first time that happens, actually. But yeah, it's now 3 o'clock on the 10th of March, which means the 9th of March is very, very over. On the 10th of March, 1936, in Japan, a new government is formed after Koki Hirohita won the elections the day prior by Koki Hirohita. Between Germany and Sweden, there is a diplomatic conflict after Sweden has rejected 3 National Socialists from the country. And Germany has expelled 3 Swedish industrialists from Germany. So they're kind of like tit for tat expelling people. Very not childish at all. Anyway, France started increasing its military presence along the Maginot Line. And in Granada, Spain, at least 7 people were killed during rioting by leftists. In Pamplona, a clash between peasants and soldiers killed 4. Then the Republican Party presidential primaries began in the United States. That's it for my facts today. Yesterday I accidentally played 3 hours too many. So today we have 3 hours less to play. Oh well. It's all good. You know, in fact, what I might start doing is playing at 1 again. Because I started playing from 12 to 12 because I wanted to upload every day at 12 exactly. But then now I'm not really doing that anymore anyway. So I might just do the actual date all day again. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that again. So from now on, this will be where we end the episode. But we do have a national focus completed, which is big because that's the first time this has happened. So that means we now have a significant amount of extra civilian factories, although we are still using, I believe, 5 of them on this army department stuff, which will be finished in 20 days. Also, we will have an operative within 2 weeks. But yeah, now it's time for the next national focus. And to be honest, I don't see why it should not be this one. Autarky. We're not building infrastructure right now. We're not doing any politicking yet with other nations. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go straight for autarky. Get as many civilian factories as early as possible and that research slot. And then we'll start thinking about remilitarizing, you know? We can do that a lot later. Or we could oppose Hitler, but... you know. Anyway. Autarky it is, I think. On the 11th of March 1936, a Wednesday, 5 nations agreed to support France in a protest to the League of Nations against Germany's remilitarization of the Rhineland. Italy announced that as long as Britain and France continued to apply sanctions, it would not cooperate with any measures they took against Germany. Then Rafael Franco proclaimed a dictatorship over Paraguay. See if we have him. Yep, there he is, in charge. Communist dictator. Then the United Kingdom proposes that Germany removes their troops from the Rhineland, accepting a symbolic amount of troops as they await discussion by the League of Nations. And the Dutch Minister-President Hendrikus Colijn announces that his government has decided, considering the developments in the Rhineland, to keep the winter recruitment wave of soldiers at arms for a longer time. Yeah, so he keeps the soldiers that were recruited that year, conscripted that year, in the army for slightly longer. Again, a horrible sentence to translate into English directly. Anyway, back to the front. We are now at 74 advantage on this one battle. Oh, and that's 2 more troops out. So now this last little regiment here should be taking heavy damage every hour. And there we go. That was the 11th of March. On the 12th of March 1936, Germany rejected the United Kingdom proposal for temporary demilitarization of the Rhineland. Meanwhile, the French Senate formalized their pact with the Soviet Union and ratified it. Then Britain, France, Belgium and Italy, the signatories of the Locarno treaties, besides Germany, formally protested the German government's renunciation of the Locarno Pact. The League of Nations also noted it as a violation of international law. Germany, in response, threatened to enter a state of honorable isolation and increase its military presence in the Rhineland if France and Belgium continued to mass troops on their border, which I don't see many troops on my border in this game. But then I don't have any troops of my own there, so who knows. The Czechs, on the other hand, they have a lot of troops on the border. Anyway, the real fight right now is in Ethiopia, where we are trying to help the Italians win this war as quickly as possible. So let's keep watching how that unfolds. Looks like we might be able to kick them out before the day's end. Oh, an event. Turkey remilitarizes the Turkish Straits. Turkey and the Soviet Union have come to an agreement on revising the Treaty of Lausanne, which was signed and implemented after the nascent Republic of Turkey repulsed the Entente in the Turkish War of Independence. The treaty has long been decried as an assault on Turkish sovereignty, but today the treaty has finally amended in favor of the newly legalized Montreux Convention. Turkey now has complete control over traffic that passes in and out of the Turkish Straits, and the states around the Straits have now been remilitarized by Turkey. The states around the Straits, yeah. British observers who were a part of the process are merely satisfied that conflict in the region has been avoided. Another treaty of the Great War broken. Yes. Okay, well, let's keep going. Have a look at Turkey, maybe. They have now remilitarized this area. It's not very relevant for us at the moment. And it looks like this battle is still going to take at least one more day. Oh well. On the 13th of March 1936, a Friday, leftist rioters burned down churches and a newspaper plant in Madrid. Meanwhile, 18 people died in floods across the United States and Canada, so presumably in this region where there's both the United States and Canada. Then the League of Nations, the Council of the League of Nations, is continuing to discuss the German reoccupation of the Rhineland. Germany is continuously condemned in speeches for breaching the treaty, but they are invited to participate in the discussion. Then Konstantinos Demertzis forms a new government in Greece. Let's see, yeah, that's him, the man himself. He is an elected monarchist puppet, apparently. And then the organization called Meridian 5 is conceived, which is basically an organization to improve cultural exchange between the Netherlands and Belgium. And that's it for the facts. Let's continue watching this battle. Hopefully today we can finally kick these guys out. We have damaged them quite a lot. Also, at the cost of some of our own infantry. We mainly need support equipment, it looks like. Doesn't look like we lost much manpower. Let's look at our logistics, actually. We have plenty of support equipment. Well, we have 12, actually. That's not so much. We need more, for sure. 12 only. Did I change the template already and give them a thing? Let me check. Not really. Yeah, they do have an engineer company. One thing requires 30. I guess I did start training quite a few new guys, right? Yeah. 3 so far. Huh. Oh well. 97 now. 98. And there we go. We got him. You will arrive in 19 hours. And you will arrive in 0 hours. Okay. We are going to chill a little bit and get some organization back. Our supply here is horrible though. So what I might do is have that guy stay there. Move my tank back a bit, or to the coast even. Get full organization back, or maybe we can just wait there. Maybe. Can we build here? Or are we not in the same faction? Anyway, I wouldn't do that. I need to keep building civs. Or am I actually just getting stuff back here? I am actually getting some organization back here. So I'll try to wait for now. But I think these guys should move here instead of to wherever my tank is. Both these provinces border this one, and that's kind of where I want to attack. Is this also supplies? Or not? I don't even know. Will that give me supply if I take this land? I need the answer to this question. Okay, so I'll give them a new order. Right, so I'll give them a very narrow front line. And I will give them a very narrow offensive line. Just these two, yeah. Yeah, okay. They can start planning that. Meanwhile, our airplanes can start operating in this new region, since we have no more combat in this region. At least, yeah, that's what it looks like. Here is a big river that we need to cross. Okay, well. Is that also the same? No. Is there enemy anti-air? No, not really. Interesting. Yeah. Well, Ethiopia is definitely a lot smaller than it used to be anyway. So that's good to see. So, on the 14th of March 1936, the Falange, I don't know how Spanish people would pronounce that, but it was banned in Spain. The police arrested 200 fascists who were accused of using violence to stir up recent outbreaks of rioting, including one of the people they arrested was José Antonio Primo de Rivera. Not bad. What else happened? Oh yeah, that thing about Konstantinos Demertzis forming a new government in Greece. Yeah, that wasn't yesterday, that was on the 14th actually. Whoops. Other than that, not much happened, it seems. So let's return to the front, where we are have successfully won this battle. The Battle of Desi, I guess. And we are now kind of regrouping on the front line here. In order to launch a new assault to cut off their supplies. Oh. Oh, they are leaving the capital. Italy, go in! Yeah, we're also just trying to regain some organization before we do that. But it's going to be very, very slow. Because there's so little supply here. These Italians are still retreating. Looks like 2 of these guys are leaving, which is very good for us. Italy was pushed back from here, actually. It's crazy. And that was it for the 14th. On the 15th of March 1936, Hitler set two conditions before Germany would agree to send an envoy to a conference on the Rhineland dispute. First, Germany would have equal rights with those of the other powers present. Second, the powers would immediately enter negotiations for peace pacts with Germany. France was infuriated by the second condition and insisted that no such peace proposals could be discussed until German troops were withdrawn from the Rhineland. Then Sergei Medivani of the aristocratic Medivani family was killed in a polo accident in Delray Beach, Florida. And also, it's my birthday. Well, it will be in about 62 years. Yeah. So, that's good. Other than that, no real facts. So, let's keep going. We are now at 100 political power, meaning we could do something. This guy would be nice to have, for example, but I think I still want the silent workhorse first, Martin Bormann, for increased political power gain. So that's what I'm going for. Also, question of the day, I guess. What is the point of building up the full infrastructure? Because I still don't get it. Better supply, okay. That's it, right? It's like our infantry will arrive soon. It looks like our tank has basically stopped recovering already. At 0.05 per hour, it's going to be about, what is it? 1 per day, a bit more. 1.1, 1.2. I'm going to wait for these guys to move around a bit more. They do have very good supply in these provinces. But that's a bit annoying. Yeah, very annoying, actually. On the 16th of March 1936, the character Eugene the Jeep first appeared in the comic strip Thimble Theater and later became known as Popeye after the strip's best-known character, the Thimble Theater. The U.S. Supreme Court decided Wisconsin versus Michigan. Let me just quickly check what that was about. It was a territorial dispute between Wisconsin and Michigan. Then the Wehrmacht Long Service Award was established in Nazi Germany. The Spanish Cortes convenes for the first time in their new composition. They take a number of decisions, the present government and parliament together. They extend the state of emergency. They prohibit the export of Spanish banknotes without a permission. Yeah, I guess. And then they stop returning possessions to the Jesuits. Yeah. Because apparently they were giving stuff back to Jesuits. Anyway. Which I believe is one of the kind of like holy orders. That you can also give to Spanish lands in EU4. Anyway. Hourly recovery is slowing down even more. We're still at 8 organization. 8 organization, you know. Might wait until 9 and then go in. If we're even gonna reach that today. Ah, there we go, 9. I think what I will do now. Let's see. Yeah. What I think I'm gonna do is attack here. With these two guys, both of them. And looks like we are winning. Although that number is changing quite quickly. Our planes should be doing some work. Yeah, this is going to be the next big battle. And if we cut this supply line here, then these troops will have no supply and be easy to encircle and kill. And we will be right next to Addis Ababa. Also, yeah, we can check how close they are to capitulation. It is 45% in favor of the aggressors. Thank you for whoever commented that. It was quite a while ago. But yeah. There we go. The battle for the railroad has begun. On the 17th of March 1936, Soviet Foreign Affairs Minister Maxim
Litvinov told the League of Nations that it will become a laughingstock and could not be preserved if it does not carry out its own decisions, but to the contrary, accustoms the aggressor to ignore its recommendations, its admonitions, and its warnings. Litvinov expressed skepticism of Hitler's proposals for peace, pointing out that the Locarno treaties already represented just such a pact. So basically, the Soviet Union was already criticizing the appeasement policy, which, according to many historians, eventually led to the Second World War. Then, the Pittsburgh flood of 1936 was the worst flood in the city's history. At least 10 were dead in nearby Johnstown. Now, I have no idea where the flip Pittsburgh is. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, I'm not very strong on my American geography, especially when it comes to where cities are. I know Chicago and Detroit, of course, Houston, Dallas, and LA, you know, the big ones. And New York is stuff, of course, and Boston. Boston is up there. Yeah, other than that, European geography much stronger. Then, the government of Prime Minister Milan Stojadinovic in Yugoslavia officially resigns, and with a few little edits, basically they form a new government again under Stojadinovic. Then, Germany accepts the invitation of the League of Nations to discuss the potential remilitarization of the Rhineland and the Treaty of Locarno. And also I think it is a football club. VV Barneveld, which is a Dutch football club in Barneveld. It was founded on this day. Anyway, I have a lot of comments to go through because the last time I recorded like 10 days or something. So I'm going to just get some of the comments up here. So one of the first recommendations I have been getting is that I should consider sending transport planes here instead of some of those fighter planes, but I don't think I'm going to do that because honestly I don't think the supplies are very necessary here. I think I'll win anyway, basically. But there was something else I needed to do. Oh yeah, so the other thing is that I apparently need to do something with supplies, so I need to double click something. Let me see. This has been commented by multiple people, but the most recent one was from DaSemiFake 13 hours ago at the time of recording. So above this button, oh yeah, here. I need to switch supplies. Motorization. Okay. I hope that's not going to use too many trucks because I don't think I'm producing many. Actually, I have quite a few in reserve. Am I producing trucks? Yes, I actually have 3 factories on trucks, so that's fine. Then, another big thing was that I, all this time, was saying I was going to go for the silent workhorse first, right? But apparently, according to Otten, it's better now to go for... which one was it? Let me find the comment. Franz Halder as Chief of Staff. So let's get this guy. Division attack plus 10% and army experience plus 0.3 daily. That's big because that's a lot more than we're making now. It's going to basically quadruple our... more than quadruple our army XP production. So yeah, I do think I'm going to go along with that and pick Franz Halder here. I always do love me some division attack. It's very German, of course. So now we're back at 3 political power. That's fine. Apparently the PP guy is only good to get if you go for the Rhineland first. And otherwise it's not real... It doesn't really make a big difference. Then let's check construction, because I do think we're almost completing 1 factory. Yes, in 2 days. It's going to be very nice. I think I'm going to already build some extra factories. In some of these 80% things. Let me check which of these are going to be getting full infrastructure. So Brandenburg, Hanover, Thuringen and Franken will get full infrastructure upon finishing this one. Now, will be a little bit before we do that. But I still think it's better to build more factories in those areas. So let's also queue up for in Franken so that we don't accidentally miss out on a day. Let's check out the international market, actually. I think it's still only Japan. Yep. Okay, let me just quickly check the comments if there was anything else. Oh yeah, and one other tip that I got, it was one of the questions I asked a day or two ago. This supply hub here, and let me check. I really need to learn my hotkeys in this game. This one will be basically useless for us, because if we get it, Italy will apparently have to build a railroad, and they won't do that. Apparently, allegedly. So I'm not going to focus on that too much. It's all going to be fine. We're just going to roll the time, and we're going to watch this battle. Girlfriend coughing in the background. Don't know if you can hear that. Okay. Looks like there's not much movement on the front. It does look like the enemy organization is ticking down slowly. Tactics change. Went to 32. I think we're just going to very slowly win this battle. The only thing that could stop it is if my tank reaches 0 organization too fast. But I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, and with that, we have completed the 17th of March. See you tomorrow. On the 18th of March 1936, Pittsburgh was without electricity and at least 57 were dead, as floodwaters in the region reached an all-time high of 46 feet. The Soviet Union and Turkey extended their Treaty of Friendship and Mutual Assistance for another 10 years. I'm not sure if that already happened in the game. Then German envoy Joachim von Ribbentrop and a large entourage arrived in London ahead of a League of Nations council meeting on the Rhineland dispute. Yes. Other than that, not a lot to look at. So we're just gonna continue watching this fight like we were yesterday. Let's hope we make some actual progress today. Number go up is good. Would be nice if the Italians got themselves involved. Maybe once this person here arrives. But that will be tomorrow. Oh yeah, this unit here is taking a lot of damage. That's very good. And our own tanks organization remains above 7, so that's nice. I do think we will be able to succeed here. It will just take a couple of days. And then it's on to Addis Ababa. Or perhaps we should meet up with the people in the south first. Link up and push them, like crush them in the middle, you know? Anyway, bit tired today, but yeah. That was it. On the 19th of March 1936, the known death toll of flooding across 12 US states rose to 150 people. President Roosevelt appealed for donations to the American Red Cross to help flood victims. In London, the Council of the League of Nations formally condemned Germany as a breaker of treaties. Joachim von Ribbentrop had pleaded for the delegates to delay the vote and take more time to consider Germany's peace offer, but it was to no avail. And then Italy and Albania signed a new series of economic agreements between the two countries. That is it for the facts today. We are going to return straight back to the front, where we are going to continue watching this battle as we were yesterday. Let's hope we can kick out this Tigray Safari number 1. I think we should be able to. Our planes have done 12 damage to organization and 7 to the strength. I assume that's what this means anyway. Now, 10 now. 10 to strength. Yeah, it looks like we are going to be able to push this one out very soon, depending on hidden dice rolls and things like that. Our tank is heading towards 6 organization. And actually it looks like I spoke too soon, because this Ethiopian unit still has 1.2 organization left. But we should be able to deal with that on the morrow. On the 20th of March 1936, the powers behind the Treaty of Locarno came to an agreement with a number of conclusions. First of all, the pact between France and the Soviet Union would be put before the Permanent Court of International Justice. Second, Germany was to demilitarize a stroke of 20 kilometers along the border with Belgium and France. This strip of land would be guarded by British and Italian troops. Also, Germany would no longer be allowed to further strengthen the rest of the demilitarized zone. And if Germany would not agree to these terms, the other parties, especially the United Kingdom, Belgium and France, would take joint action. Furthermore, in Poland, the Polish government backed down on its plan to outlaw kosher slaughtering of animals. An amendment to the bill was passed allowing religious communities to slaughter animals according to their practice, which was of course relatively common with all the Sephardic Jews. I think it was the Sephardic Jews, right? I might be confused. Living in Poland, yes. Anyway, let's return to the front, where we are still watching this battle. Hopefully we will make some progress today. Looks like the Italians might be joining soon. Yeah, we got at least one of the units out now. That's very good. Now, the Italians are not joining, they're just moving along the lines. That's alright. 37. Also, I forgot to check the new supply map mode. Oh, what is this? And this is the supply map mode. After I changed it to motorized, but it does look a little bit better, doesn't it? I think it looks better. Unfortunately, the organization of the Panzer Division is really getting quite low. But we will have to see how long they last. On the 21st of March 1936, a Saturday, President Roosevelt allocated $25 million for flood relief in addition to the $18.4 million already allotted through emergency funds. Meanwhile, over in the Netherlands, the Dutch railway company decides to electrify the railway lines leading from Utrecht to The Hague, Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Eindhoven and Arnhem. Yes, yes, yes. And in the meantime, on the front, we are still watching this battle over here. So we're going to continue doing that. Today, yes, we are going to continue watching. Our airplanes are doing more and more damage, which is really nice to see. These enemy divisions are on quite low strength, which is also very nice to see. Not a very exciting day today. And that was that. On the 22nd of March 1936, a Sunday, the Italians execute one of the heaviest bombardments of the war so far on Gigiga, which I'm not sure we can see on the map. Gigiga. I don't see it, but it was bombed. Then over in Manchukuo, some officials from the Manchukuo government accept a proposal by Mongolia to have their border conflicts resolved by a mixed commission. Alright. That's it for the facts. Let's return to the front where we are still watching this battle. It's gonna keep going for a couple more days, I think. We are stronger though. It does look like this unit over here, the Ogaden Sefari, is going to be the next one to go. They're at 9 organization. Either that or it's going to be our own Panzer Division, who are only at 4 now, which is not a lot at all. But it does look like some Italians have joined the fray. They are in reserve now. So very soon we're going to start doing much more damage still. Up to 73 bubble points here now. Very good. But that's it for today. On the 23rd of March 1936, Mussolini created the National Council of Guilds, representing 23 professional corporations. All large private industries in the country were nationalized. The League of Nations Committee of 13 called upon the International Committee of the Red Cross to supply any information it could offer regarding accusations of Italian troops using poison gas in Ethiopia. The Red Cross denied the request, explaining that the neutrality which the International Red Cross Committee is bound to observe makes it necessary for the committee to exercise very great discretion. That's it for the facts today. Let's continue watching our favorite battle, which has been going on for nearly a week now, I think. Tank only has 3.5 organization left, but the Italians are about to join us. We're losing some strength actually on the Panzer division. Let's check that out for a second. We're missing 1 towed artillery, 7 infantry equipment, 2 support equipment, 6 light tanks, 3 trucks, as well as some manpower, I think. Where is it? Yeah, a little bit of manpower. Whereas our infantry are missing 36 infantry equipment, 9 support equipment, and 4 towed artillery. Now, I do think we have all this stuff. Yeah, we certainly do. It's just not getting there in time. Anyway, let's just keep watching. Italians are still in reserves. And our tank is now actually also getting low on fuel. I might pull him back for a second, but I might wait until tomorrow. Anyway, we'll see then. Oh, and look at this. We just got our first operative. Now we have a lot of options here. Looks like most of them are of German nationality. We have this one mixed nationality German-Turkish guy who is an infiltrator as well. And then Nikolaus Ritter here is a safecracker, and Otto Skorzenzi is a commando. Now, I would like some advice on which of these 3 I should get. It's probably going to be one of these 3 because the other ones don't have any traits. Could get the Turkish guy, but I don't really think I'm going to be sending many spies to Turkey. So yeah, infiltrator, safecracker, or commando. On the 24th of March 1936, a Tuesday, Germany rejected a settlement plan offered by the other 4 Locarno signatories due to inequalities. Hitler said he would offer counter-proposals after Sunday's elections. The longest game in National Hockey League history was played in Game 1 of a best-of-5 semifinal between the Detroit Red Wings and the Montreal Maroons. After 176 minutes and 30 seconds of play, Detroit's Matt Brunto? Sounds French. Scored in the 6th period of overtime at 2:25 the next morning to win the game 1-0. That must have been one hell of an ordeal. The RMS Queen Mary ran aground twice at Clydebank, despite the River Clyde having been specially dredged beforehand. The Robert E. Sherwood play Idiot's Delight premiered at the Schubert Theatre in New York City. Was going over to London there for a second. Then, in response to various revolutionary movements that had been active for many months already, a state of war is declared throughout the entirety of Brazil. I'm not sure against whom, but it's just a state of war, kind of a state of emergency, I guess. Oh, I don't know. Then, let's get to business. We have a country to govern here. I didn't really get much advice about the operative yet, so I'm going to wait another day, see if I can get some input on that. I think, honestly, I would like to go for the infiltrator. That will probably be most useful for some of the early operations we'll do. But we'll see. Then I need, most of all, to stop training my troops because apparently I'm using quite a lot of stuff for just training instead of reinforcing my guys. But I don't know where to see that. That's fuel consumption. I don't know. Anyway, it was good advice, I think. So let's stop exercising. That should hopefully get my troops on the front some more reinforcements faster. Yeah, let's continue watching this battle. I think I'm going to pull back my Panzer for a little bit and have him just recuperate and refuel, hopefully. Honestly, just one day of recovery is also already going to do like wonders. Although the recovery rate is declining rapidly. Alright, we have more fuel than fuel capacity now. So that's good. The battle is still going very well, even with just our one guy. Okay, let's pause here at 10 o'clock and see how much our tank went up. So we're already back at 8. I'll wait a little bit more until we reach 9, I guess, and I'll go back in with the tank. There we go, that's 9 already. Good, our tank is now in reserves though, so we'll need to wait a bit. But that's alright. Yeah, that's it for today. On the 25th of March 1936, a Wednesday, Britain, France and the United States signed the Second London Naval Treaty, limiting tonnage and gun size for each ship category. However, the restrictions were slight and the agreement had many loopholes. International Committee of the Red Cross President Max Huber went to Rome to discuss an investigation of the Italian bombing of Red Cross units. Italy set its conditions. The question of poison gas would be excluded from any investigation, no Ethiopians could participate, and Italy could not appear to be standing trial. Huber left with a promise from Mussolini to respect the Red Cross flag, but nothing more. That's it for the facts. Let's return to the front where we were about to send our tank back in, or I think we already did. I also think that today I am going to make the executive decision and I'm going to take Elisa Bazna here as my first recruit because he's an infiltrator and that seems like one of the most viable early traits. So there we go. In the meantime, we are still working on the army department as well. It's going to last 6 more days. Right, so this is where we can see the stuff about the equipment. So 11.4 units per day are needed for division reinforcements. Very good. Yeah, let's click this bubble and watch the battle. Today, incidentally, I will also be recording tomorrow's episode because I have a big exam tomorrow and I have to study for the next big exam right after, so I won't have much time to record and such. So any advice left under this video will be taken into account on the 27th of March or maybe the 28th even. Looks like we knocked out another Ethiopian division. Very good. This battle is close to ending now. After which we'll probably link up with the other front. And then, yeah, it's pretty much done. Goodbye, Ethiopia. On the 26th of March 1936, a Thursday, a plane crash in Mexico killed 14 people. 10 of the dead people were European tourists, among them Prince Adolf of Schaumburg-Lippe and his wife. It was the worst crash in Mexican aviation history at the time. Also, Rutgers University Press was founded on this day. Yep. Other than that, not many facts, so let's get straight back to the front, where we are about to rout the Ethiopians. Could be today, I think it will be tomorrow. Our panzer is back in the field already. Italians still have not arrived from reserves, but it's all good. 2 enemy divisions cannot pierce this division's armor and deal 50% damage. Very good. Yes. Looks like we are definitely making progress. Although we are losing strength on our units, we really need to reinforce soon. And that's it for the 26th. For the 27th of March 1936, a Friday, I only have one little fact, and it's that Reynoldstown won the Grand National Horse Race for the 2nd straight year. I don't know if that's in the UK or in the US. It's one of the two. And other than that, basically nothing happened that I am aware of. So we're gonna go straight back into this battle again. Very, very close to routing this other unit as well now. We're holding a bridge against their Ethiopian assault. Oh, look how close it's getting. Will it be today? Or will it be tomorrow? Our planes have done a total of a lot of damage. Quite a lot of damage. But it does look like we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow to finally rout this unit. And maybe the next one as well, once it's the last one left. It might go quicker. Our panzer is still at 7 organization. And our infantry division still at 34. So it's looking good. It's looking very, very good. On the 28th of March 1936, a Saturday, José Antonio Primo de Rivera was sentenced to 2 months in prison for insulting the Spanish chief of police. Other than that, not much facts. Not many facts. The coming days there will be a little bit more, so don't you worry, all history nerds. Today, though, we're going to have a look at something else. We're going to have a look at the tank designer. So I'm going to have to go into my production here. And let's see what we can do with regards to designing a tank. So we have 10 XP, so we could change 2 things. I'm of half a mind to wait a bit and change 3 things, or maybe even wait until we can get some better armor. This also costs points, but what we could do, for example, is just crank up all the armor as much as possible. We can do that twice. That would increase our breakthrough quite significantly with 4. And then we could get one other thing, or we could just change 2 things. I don't think I want to change the engine. Let me pull up the comment by Otten that he left the other day. Left me some tips and tricks. So extra fuel tanks, that would be a great thing, apparently. So let's see here. Where can I find those? Fuel drum. Don't know if that's what you're talking about. There's more fuel capacity, right? Let me see here. Suspension is always nice to change, I think. So yeah, it looks like we don't have access to actual extra fuel tanks right now. But we can add the fuel drum. We could change the turret as well, get some more. That would actually add a lot of breakthrough. Ooh, a lot of breakthrough. So say we do this and this, then suddenly we have 32 breakthrough. And reliability is still quite high. I think you want to keep that above like 80, right? We could do this. Then we're super fast. Breakthrough. 8 engine, 4 armor. We'd use all our military points so far. Sorry about the WhatsApp noise there, by the way. Hope you guys are not confused. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at. Don't have... Well, I could have cast armor, I guess. That would also add a lot more. More hardness, more defense, even more breakthrough. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Then let's return to the front, where I want to do something that I haven't or have been forgetting to do for a long time, which is to assign a field marshal, which I think just involves promoting this guy, right? Unable to promote, unable to promote. I don't think... I may not have the command power for that. Let me just Google this real quick. Wait, or do I do it here? Army group? Oh, okay, so this is an army group. Here we add a field marshal. So let's get someone who's good at attacking. Attack +1 or attack +1 and organization loss while moving. I guess we take a Gunther von Kluge here. Okay, so I guess that's a field marshal sign now, and this guy's in Army Group 1. I think that's the case. Very good. Let's return to the front, where we're gonna look at hopefully the final stage of this battle right now. My exams went well, by the way, for those of you that are curious. I'm now finished. Very nice. Ah, that's one out, and one left. And he should be taking quite a lot of damage every hour now, because he's the sole target. Oh yeah, oh my god. Ruining them. We might not quite get there today, 8 more hours, but we'll see. Nah, we're not gonna get there today. But tomorrow he's done for, that's for sure. On the 29th of March 1936, a Sunday, parliamentary elections were held in Germany. No opposition parties were allowed, and the Nazis claimed almost 99% of the vote. Polling booths were established in the air for the first time in history, as the Hindenburg and Graf Zeppelin cruised over the Saar and Rhineland all day long as passengers and crew voted. Then 2 large squadrons of Italian bombers pounded Harar for 2.5 hours, setting the city ablaze. Harar's over here. Wait a second. Oh, what am I doing? My god.
Okay, well, never mind. Harar's over there. I wanted to see this fucking air zones, but apparently we can't. We're not allowed. We're not allowed to see the green air. But yeah, Harar is not being bombed, actually, in the game. That's all I wanted to say. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and make that tank I designed last time a reality. So, we're going to go... Oh, whoops. We're going to go make a new variant of this. Go full engine, full armor. And go for the 3-man turret. That way we have 32.6 breakthrough. And a production cost of... where is it? Production cost of 6.36. Yeah. I cannot add the bloody fuel barrels yet. That will cost another 3 military XP, which will take about a week. So I think I'll wait a week, actually. But what I will do... another suggestion that was made is I will stop making close air support and tactical bombers. And put those two extra factories into fighters. And I will make 2 less towed artillery. And put 2 extra into tanks. Yep, that's how we're gonna do it. Not really sure how much I like producing less artillery, but whatever. Let's see if we can start training another division maybe as well. Because we do need more men in the field. If I press train... Does look like we have enough for 1. We have enough for 1. Right? Not nearly for 2. So I think I will train another one. We'll train this guy in Stuttgart. Württemberg, apparently. It's fine. Anyway, let's finally return to the front. So yeah. Making the tank in a couple of days, and then switching production to that, I did change my mills. Okay? Very scatterbrained today, sorry about that. I had a chaotic day. Anyway, let's watch the rest of this battle. Shouldn't last long. See if we can kill him before the sun comes up. No. No, we cannot. Oh, man. But we surely can kill them before the sun goes down. Yes, we did kill them. And now our infantry is defending here. And now our tank is as well. Let's have them defend. And then we'll try to link up with the other Italians. Over here. Looks like this is an easy battle to win. Let's see how the supply is looking. For these guys. And not good at all. But it's fine. Hey, why is my dude not assigned? He is. What the fuck? Why can't I see him here? Weird. Anyway. Yeah, this is not looking very good for Mr. Begum Der Safari. Alright, well, that was the most scatterbrained day I've had so far, I think. But it's all good.
On the 30th of March 1936, a Monday, the Palestine Broadcasting Service was inaugurated. Iran informed the US State Department that it was closing its diplomatic and consular offices in the country due to the treatment of Iranian subjects in the American press. The controversy stemmed from an incident the previous October when Iranian diplomat Ghaffar Jalal was arrested for speeding. Despite Jalal's claims that his diplomatic immunity was violated, comments in the American press said that even diplomats should obey speed laws. Very good. Okay, there's one thing I want to do today, first of all, before doing anything else. And that is I'm going to stop the production of convoys. Completely. Very nice. And instead I shall be making something else. Something that's not too expensive. I'll probably make a couple cruisers. Admiral Hipper, let's see what you have on you. 0 light attack, 16 heavy attack. Okay. What about the Leipzig class? Only light attack and no heavy attack. We do have some naval XP. Destroyers. Meh. I think I'll just make one Admiral Hippa.
Yeah. And I'll make it with this guy. That will give us some industrial capacity. And some production output. So that's very nice. We can assign 5 to that. So that's good. And then I guess with the 2 other ones, I will start work maybe on one of these light cruisers. And I will also go for the production output person. Just so we have some more ships. They will take a year to finish. This one almost 2 years. But that's of course because we don't have more dockyards to assign. Oh, actually we do. Okay, yeah, so still though. These other 3 are busy repairing ships, and that's because we are doing naval exercises, I believe. Yes. But that's fine. Okay, yes, let's return to the front, where the picture of our field marshal has reappeared. Very nice. And let's just see how this goes. Now, Alton did leave a very nice tip again, that I should probably not even worry about artillery too much at all, and that support equipment is going to be my main bottleneck. That's probably true. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one away from here and add one here. And also, with regards to recruiting and deploying, I will keep 4 lines here, but I'll add a couple to each line. Like so. Let's do 9 per line. Why not? Make it 10. And that should add a lot more people in training soon. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, and about the air zones, apparently you just have to wait 1 hour after game start. So, that's a thing. Let's see how quickly we can repel these Ethiopian bad guys. They're the bad guys after all. Okay, it looks like the battle is over. I want to keep both my guys here though. I think I'm going to just push straight in here. So we isolate this unit and connect the 2 Italian fronts to each other. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Boom, we're already instantly winning, of course. We don't have a lot of organization, but I don't think we will need a lot unless they get reinforced. So, yeah, let's just go for it. Does look like reinforcements are coming, but they won't arrive for 3 more days. So maybe we can just push through. At least we can do some damage. Oh. And that's the army department finished. So if I remember correctly, one of the other things that was really good to get is the no-no pills. So I will get the no-no pills. I will also see if that army department gives me some more actual information about their forces. They have between 4 and 18 divisions. It's not a lot of not very accurate information, I mean. 2 military factories they have. That's also not a lot. Let's see how much organization this guy's left. Still at 30.1, just like a couple hours ago. So maybe we won't actually be able to do that, in which case I will probably let... I'll probably have to, you know, regain some organization and stuff. Anyway, I think that's enough banter for today. See you tomorrow.
On the 31st of March 1936, which was a Tuesday, the Italians won the Battle of Meichu and achieved complete and total victory on the northern front. Yes, yes, yes. Also, the Hindenburg, the big fucking Zeppelin that ended up exploding later, began its first transatlantic crossing. Very, very nice. Then, in the Netherlands, there was a proposal to introduce a tax on any trips abroad, and this was received very negatively by Parliament. Harar in Ethiopia was hit by a very heavy bombardment, and in Belgium, the Belgian franc became convertible into gold again, and WhatsApp noises are annoying, but
the rate at which a Belgian unit of currency was worth gold was that 1 belga was worth 0.150632 grams of gold. Anyway, we are still on the front. I just read one comment by Alton about me canceling my Navy production ships at the start. Wait, they're over here. No, they're over here. And yes, I did do that, and yes, that was a mistake. Apparently these cruisers kind of suck. But I don't really have enough XP to change anything, or make a nice destroyer or something. I can see about fixing those... My god.
You should just start again at this point.
No. I can see about fixing that repair queue. So let's see here. Production. Oh, here I can do it. Yeah, let's do. I'll leave 1 on it so they don't die while. Ooh, some of them are really damaged. How many can I do? I should just put 10. No. I just hope they won't start sinking. That would be a bit shitty. Anyway, it's fine. Let's return to the front where we are still trying to connect the two fronts here. Okay. Can everyone on WhatsApp please fucking shut up? Most chaotic recording session ever. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, we're gonna try to connect the two fronts. I keep getting distracted here. Coughing girlfriends and people on WhatsApp. And, it's very annoying. Very annoying. But it's fine. We are still trying to get into Harar here, which is fitting because it was bombed on this day. About 84 years ago or something. Maybe we should quickly send our support planes over here. Both of them. Hello, both of you. One of them doesn't have coverage. Oh, interesting. Okay, well then we'll keep 1-1, I guess. Because right now we don't have any close air support. Which is annoying. We need some. Hello? What the fuck? You're active in Ogaden and you're doing close air support, but nothing is happening. Oh well. This unit is down to 26. I don't think we're going to be able to kick him out before his reinforcements arrive. Although they stopped coming. Oh no, they didn't. Yeah, 1 day and 19 hours from now. There's going to be another unit here, and then we're probably not going to be able to push through with the amount of organization we have in our own units. But it's okay. It's okay. Maybe the Italians will come and help. There is an Italian unit coming here. And will also arrive in 1 day and 18 hours. And this unit's also coming in 1 day and 5 hours. So who knows what they will do. Maybe they'll help us. Anyway, that's enough for today, and it concludes the month of March. So, see you next month, guys.